Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name's Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets, looking at Bitcoin. It looks as if it's going to go down. Currently it's on a knife edge. It really is on a knife edge just now. This is on the cusp of either making or breaking. Looks as if it's going to break to the downside, but we'll need to wait and see. We'll look at the charts. We're still at that cusp I was talking about yesterday. We're still on that line, so we'll look at that as well. Look at a couple of news stories as well. Grayscale have got a quarterly report out, which is quite revealing, quite interesting as well, and we'll kind of take a look at that as well. Just one thing to note as well, I will be off next week, so I won't be doing any videos next week. I'm not going anywhere, but we're taking a break. Me and my wife, we're taking a wee break. We're just kind of doing stuff in the house. We'll be out and about and doing lots of stuff, so I'm just taking a week off, and it'll be a good break from crypto, I think, as well. So that's what I'm doing next week. Just thought I'd tell you that from the offset. Just so you're not saying, where's Steve next week? But I'll still be in the groups. I'll still be doing the groups as well. Okay, I'll just see if we're live or not. I don't expect a lot of people in, to be honest, because of the current market conditions. We always get low numbers when we've got conditions like this. We are live just now, so that's good. We'll just jump over and see who's in the house. Yeah, not many people in at all. Mike is in the house this morning. Mac Paulin is in. Mervyn Skidmore is in as well. Right, my lovers. From a damp and rainy Somerset. Okay, that's it just now. Mike D has joined us as well. Mike, I made you admin yesterday. I'd kind of done it yesterday, but I've just made you admin just in case you need, if there's anything. We've never really needed anything, but I made you admin anyway. Mike D, one of our brilliant admins, is in the house as well. Jeff Calhoun is in. All the cool kids are here. Yes, indeed, only the cool kids are here. Cookie is in this morning. Welcome back. Good to see you back again as well. Okay, we'll just dive into the markets and just make sure, yeah, we're all good. Sound is good. Right, I'm just going to get this set up as well, so we can look at this. It'll probably be a quicker show today, just because nothing much is happening, nothing much in the news, to be honest. Right, overall market capitalization still not changed much, $216 billion. Bitcoin dominance going down to 66.1%. It's quite a wee drop from yesterday. And got Bitcoin itself under $8,000 again, 7,959 aggregated price across the board. And we have Solve is up 31%. Digitex Futures up 13%, doing well. It's at number 93 just now. Synthetics Network, Sele, Coin, Hollow, all up as well, but not by that much. We've probably got about 40% in the green, 60% in the red. Educators down 6.68, Icon, Energy, Luna, Zcoin, 0x, Algorand, all down as well. Again, not by that much, but they're all down at the moment. And Satoshi value, roughly, probably more up in Satoshi value. Okay, this is all of cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap. We now have 2,999. By the weekend, it will be over that 3,000 mark. And we'll see who's the winners and losers. Block CDN on nearly 1 million volume is up 174% just now. And it's not got a circulating supply, so we don't know where the market cap is. Electrify Asia, that was a previous one I was invested in, but just kind of bombed. Another one that bombed is up 87% on 39,000 volume, under 1 million market capitalization. ATB is up 70% on 48,000 volume, 55,000 market cap. So we're still seeing the altcoin purge going on just now, I believe. I was looking at dead coins. Yeah, apparently they've looked at over, I can't remember the company. I'll need to go back in my history because I did find it yesterday. I was going to show you it yesterday. So I need to go back in the history and check that. But apparently there's about 1,500 dead coins that's not had any GitHub kind of repositories kind of put in. And effectively they're dead, but they're still trading, and there's about $7 billion worth in those projects. They're all dead essentially. So the altcoin purge is still going on, and from a dead point of view, when we're talking about the altcoins being dead, we're talking about there's no work being actively done on them to progress them forward and that's about 1,500 projects. So I'll try and find that. In fact, I'll try and find it just now because I think that would be useful for you as well. So I'll go back to my face just now, look at my history very quickly and see where I found it. I must have kind of stopped a tab. So look for that just now and get it to you because it is quite interesting. Right, dead coins, 18th of October, now that's this morning. I think I've got it. Yeah, so I've got it now. So it was this, coincodecap.com, dead crypto project. So it's got all the projects. This one kind of surprised me as well. We've got a total market capitalization of about 7 billion, as I said. Is that 7 billion? Or 708 million. Now I think that star there is another figure. I'm sure it was 7 billion. So Maximine coin, MXM, days since last commit is 563. Now I don't know how accurate this is, so I'd need to go in and check it. But this is since the last commit on GitHub, so we're talking about GitHub here. And Maximine, that's been going up and up. We've seen that loads of times, and kind of crypto bubbles kind of going up as well. And Maximine coin, MXM, rank 221 it says, but it's one of those marked. It should be kind of top 100, but it's one of those marked. Yeah, the listing is not eligible for normal ranking. So it's interesting to look at this. If we look at this list and surprised by a lot of them, MDA, Populous is in there, Ravane is in there as well. Not Ravencoin, don't get mixed up with that. But there is Bankera down there as well, GoChain, Mithril, and they're all on kind of Binance. So, and there's 1,262 listed. So I would check this out. It's coincodecap.com, but obviously do your own research. So days since last commit, and just see who the lowest is. 97, B3 coin. There's another one I'd held as well, just a small holding though. And looking at this, is there any others that have just kind of been listed on? Nope. But quite alarming, and that's them. They've not done every single cryptocurrency. I think they've only done a small sample, and they've got 1,262 listed. I don't know if you've seen that before. Cookie is in morning all Mike. Given Link's potential, how come you still favour XRP over Link? It's not that I favour them over. I just think XRP are going to do well because they've built the foundation. Just now for XRP, they're still building the foundation. They've got the network there, and they've been building it over the last, 6-7 years. So Link is a separate separate altogether. But I still see Link's potential as well. I see the massive potential for Link as well. Gordy Boy is in the house. Welcome to you. Okay, we're going to Crypto Bubbles just now. Digitex up 13% on the last 24 hours, and TLOS is up 9.4%. SNX, SC, CELI, we can see all that. And USD, we'll look at BTC, probably not changed that much. Yeah, it doesn't change, just goes up slightly. And we'll look at the last hour. And we have XNX down 3.4%, we just looked at that. CELI, Seacoin, BAT, ZRX, Mana, BitMEX as well. So that's over the last hour, and that's just a snapshot of all the cryptocurrencies. Fear and Greed Index still 40, which is surprising. I don't know how relevant this is anymore, to be honest. But I'll still keep taking a look at it. It's just another indicator, possible indicator. Okay, this is Bitcoin price, and this is the price we were looking at yesterday, or this is the level we were looking at yesterday, just saying this is a critical juncture. It did go up, and I thought, okay, this is it, it's going to bounce from here, which would be a good thing, but it didn't actually do it. It kind of went up. Look at the 4 hours. and over the last 4 hours it's come down from 8,100, went down to 7,850. 7,850 is the kind of level that I was looking for it to bounce from. It can go lower than that because we're looking at the weekly. When I was talking about the weekly bounce of the 50 EMA, that's the level I'm looking at, but it can go below that as long as the body of the candle stays in that weekly limit. I'll show you what I mean here. So this is on the 4 hour, as I said, dropped from 8,100 down to 7,850, which is $250 drop. That's not to say it's going to keep on dropping, but it does look as if it is going to drop or keep on dropping. There seems to be a lot of pressure on it, a lot of selling pressure. But as I said, as long as we stay above this red line here, then I'm still fairly bullish on it. I noticed a couple of other YouTubers have come out as well and said they're bullish on Bitcoin as well. So a lot of people are saying, I think I read a tweet, somebody, Jem Garzo I think, had posted in the premium group. There was a tweet saying, where is it? I'm just going to find it just now. And that was somebody posting a kind of Medium article about Adam Todd for Digitex. Jem Garzo, this is it. So this is the guy that's made millions on BitMEX. We have to look at two sides here. I have to look at two sides as well. Even though I'm kind of bullish, I have to still look at two sides. So Angelo BTC, who's made millions on kind of BitMEX, patiently waiting for 6k Bitcoin levels where I will add to long-term holdings. Good luck, homies. So there's been a lot of kind of replies to that as well. But he is a big kind of BTC trader, obviously very experienced as well. So we have to look at people like this. But we also have to ask, is there an underlying motive to posting a tweet like that? Because obviously he knows he's got a lot of kind of followers, 138,000 followers, and he knows what a lot of people might do as well. So you have to ask that question as well. I'm not saying he is doing it for that reason, or she, could be a she. So that's what they've kind of tweeted out, and that was a couple of days ago. So we'll need to wait and see kind of what happens, but this level for me, if it breaks this level, then I would have to say I'm bullish. But it's broken this level before, so I'd say 7,700 would be the bottom, the very bottom for it. As long as this kind of the body of the candle stays inside this or above this line, then I'm still going bullish for Bitcoin just now. I'm still being contrarian and still being bullish. If I was going in for a trade here, if I was on Bybit going in a trade, I'd put a very, very tight stop loss, and I'd put that stop loss round about the 7,650 level. So not a liquidation price, but a stop loss. So if I was going in here, so you could trade that and get in and make a lot of money if it does turn bullish and moves towards the upside towards 9,000 or 9,400 level that I'm looking at. But if it does go down, you're only talking probably a couple $100 here for your stop loss. So you don't want to do a big leverage, maybe a 5x or a 10x leverage if you're going to do that. It's not financial advice, do your own research and all that. But yeah, put your stop loss just under here at 7,650 or something like that. Well, this is what I would do. I'd put it at 7,650. And that would be the bottom level I would go in at, and it could get stopped out within a couple of minutes. I'm not saying I've gone in. I'm not gone in just now, but I'm just saying if I was going in for the trade on Bybit with leverage, that's where I would be going and putting a stop loss in as well. But I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. All the signs are there that it's going to go down, but there's one last kind of sign, and this is it. This is the 50 EMA. On that, and it looks as if it's going to bounce off that. It was bouncing off yesterday, went up to 8,100, but it's back down again. So, and traditionally at the weekend, Bitcoin tends to come down at the weekend, or tends to go down at the weekend. So we'll see what happens. See what happens. This is the last kind of chance saloon for Bitcoin for the short term. We're talking within a couple of weeks. For the short, I'm not saying for the long term. but if we're going to bounce, this is going to be the level it bounces from. Let me know what you think. David D is in the house. Good morning to you. Can you look at the overall weekly on BTC, please? Yes. So that's the weekly. So this is why we are still in a bull market. If we look at this from 2011 to 2019, just now, 8 years, this is where we are. So this is the level. Kind of drawn a kind of line here from the bottom to top and just kind of try to get an average. I can't get a flattened average of the 200 MA. So this is a line I've kind of drawn here. And we're below this line at the minute. And we've broken that line at 6,200. And that was back in November 2018. And we're looking to climb back above this line. And to climb back, it could take, I don't know how long it's going to take. So I'm hoping that you could get this. Just take that off. I'm hoping that we get something like we could drop and start to climb and climb and climb, and then we break it again at 50,000 or something before we get back into that line. So it doesn't mean to say it's not, even if it doesn't get above that line and that we're kind of doomed or Bitcoin's doomed at all. This is just a projection of what could happen. That's all this is, just a projection. So if we keep on going at this kind of level, then what could we expect? And we'll play about with this. So September 2004. I'll go further. September 2024, sorry. We could be 3 million, nearly $4 million for Bitcoin, September 2024. That's just gone for the projection of that line there. That's all we're kind of looking at. So take a look at the macro view and see what's happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin on a weekly is not that big of a deal where we are just now. From 14,000 to 7,000, and in a few years' time, it's not going to matter that much. If you look from this price, from 1,155 down to 365, that would have been huge at that time. That was November 2013 to March 2014. That was 6 months. That would have been huge. Everybody would have been panicking, thinking this is the end of Bitcoin. But then it goes back up, comes down again, goes back up, comes down again, goes back. It's cycles. It's all cycles. And we're on a kind of small up cycle just now. We're on a down cycle just now from 14,000, 24th of June. And that's 6 months. So I need to wait and see what happens. But long term, think long term. So we shouldn't be worried about day-to-day prices unless you're day trading Bitcoin or unless you're day trading the altcoins. And BTC moved down, just a pause, and allows us to purchase at least at last week's prices. Exactly. And it could come down further. But again, this is about accumulating Bitcoin, these prices for the long term. That's the operative words there. TLOS is a dark horse. I bought it to launch and I've held sister chain to EOS, but without all the crap that goes on at EOS. All the crap. Not really looked at them, to be honest. $70 million market cap. Markets, CoinTiger, social. Updating that, updating price. Creation schedule for EOS 1. So I don't know much about it at all, if I'm being really honest. It's a smart contract blockchain running on EOS.io software. It makes use of delegated proof of stake. So DPoS, TLOS is native currency of TLOS and is used for acquiring resources with decentralized applications and voting for block producers. So as I said, I don't know too much about it, but If you invested from the beginning, from ICO, hope you got a good ICO price. And this is just the date it was listed on CoinMarketCap, so I don't know the date it's actually been out there. Gordy Boy, Steve, did you watch Crypto Bobby a few nights ago? If not, I'll share a story. I've not watched it. Crypto Bobby. Revolutionist is in the house. David D, hilarious TA, linear projections. That's ain't going to happen. 4 million by September 2024. Even I know that. Well, I don't know that, as being really honest. Ross Davison is in the house. Welcome to you. Max H, hello Steve. Any chance of looking at banks? Android app just released to join iOS. Visa card working to buy exchange spend, yet to list on exchange, but imminent. So banks, is that listed? Is that one of the ones that's? Yeah, it's not listed, is it? We've looked at this one before, I feel, but I can't remember. Right, it's not listed, is it? There's something. Was it on Coin Paprika? It's something, I can't remember. Somebody told me about it. I can't remember. Where is it listed again? I can't remember. Linear project, done that. Bit late. Good morning, everyone. Stephen King. Max H, BXX token available to buy in app. Excellent. That's BXX token. I'm not, obviously not with it today at all. G Slick is in the house. Omar, Babap tested yesterday. I've seen somebody kind of posted about that as well. Given NDA signed, I have to tread carefully. However, the app was tested by everyone there. The whole team came out and stayed with us. Excellent. Project is still solid and it has been described moving forward. Feedback was given and gathered. The team is more than capable to deliver the app in 3 stages in my view. Excellent. That's good news, Omar, for the kind of BAP holders. You know why I'm out. I've lost kind of faith and trust as well, so you know that already. As I have done with Digitex as well, lost faith in Adam Todd altogether. So I'm out there as well. And I'm kind of pissed off with a lot of the kind of projects just now. And that's why I want to look at the kind of dead coins as well. So I'm leaning more towards kind of investing for the long term and looking at the real hidden gems. So we'll see. We'll kind of see what happens with that as well. Looking at the likes of kind of DAG, so and looking at the kind of projects on KuCoin. Gordy Boys, so authorities contacted exchanges and asked them to match the BTC address with KYC. And are now in the process of rounding up the scum who use BTC, so KYC has come good for something. Excellent. I didn't know they would be able to do that. Right, so there's something, yeah, there's something else. I've seen a story about something else, Gordy Boy, with regards to that as well, with regards to KYC and looking at the addresses of what's been going on. The Revolutionist New Balance Real Chain has been built on top of Cardano, and as of today, New Balance will now provide authenticated tracking of the product's real-world use case. Excellent. David D, what is the value proposition of Cardano New Balance relationship? Authenticity. Okay, so here is the news story I was going to look at. We've looked at Bitcoin just now, 7910. So this is from Grayscale. Grayscale, I don't know if I've showed you that before, but they've came out a couple of days ago with regards to Grayscale, and they've got kind of Bitcoin investing. I don't know if you've seen Grayscale before, but this is what it does. I'll just show you the site, grayscale.co, if you want to take a look. So invest in a digital future, so it's investing in digital currencies, and they've got single assets, which is Bitcoin Trust. They've got Bitcoin Cash Trust, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Horizon, Litecoin, Stellar Lumens, XRP, and Zcash as well. And they've got diversified kind of portfolios as well. If we look at that, we've seen this before, or I've showed you this before as well. This is mainly geared towards the US. It's not showing me the funds it's listed, but 1 second, is it? Yeah. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. That's what is included in the large cap fund composition as well. and they've got all products there, but they've got single assets and diversified. But the thing is, that was quite interesting, that I found quite interesting, 254 million shares of Grayscale, Bitcoin inflows up dramatically. This is from cryptobriefing.com. So they say Grayscale is often seen as a bellwether for institutional interest in cryptocurrency as an asset class, and the world's largest crypto-focused funds. Quarterly reports are eagerly awaited, blah, blah, blah. And what they've said is third quarter inflows represent over a quarter of total inflows since the fund's inception. So the fund has released its third quarter report, revealing $250 million inflows into the fund. That means just the money coming into the fund. It marks the fund's most successful quarter since its inception and represents triple the inflows of quarter two, up from 84 million to 254 million. So the thing about that is they've got 254 million people, or not million people, $254 million worth of investment in kind of Bitcoin and the kind of other trusts as well, their asset classes. However, 83% of that is from institutional investors. 83%, and that's up. It's triple up from quarter two. And we can see this going up more and more, I would imagine, as the years go on for Grayscale and as the months go on for Grayscale as well. So that quarter over quarter tripling of inflows has come despite flattening asset prices. It brings the inflows up to 382 million year to date and 12-month inflows of 412 million, nearly $500 million. So enjoyed a 42% in kind of inflows. However, obviously it's gone down. Everything is down over the last year or so. And I think Grayscale's assets under management have fallen from 2.7 billion to 2.1 billion because of the drop in price as well. I'll just show you the report here as well. This is the report if you want to download it from grayscale.io. And this is the highlights. Total investment, $250,000, just seeing that. Average weekly investment, 19 million. Average Bitcoin trust is 13.2 million. Excluding Bitcoin trust is 6.4. 84% came from institutional investors dominated by hedge funds. So this is what I see as quite exciting for the likes of hedge funds, and both Europe and kind of US and Asia obviously as well. These kind of hedge funds are going to be looking for a different type of asset class to offset the losses that are probably coming over the coming next couple of years, I would imagine, with the economics of the world about to kind of turn on its head. These hedge funds are going to be looking elsewhere. However, I still think there's going to be a crash in the crypto market as well as the economies around the world kind of crashing as well over the next couple of years. But I still see as Bitcoin as being the one that a lot of people are going to turn to. That and gold, obviously. And if we look at the gold prices as well, we'll look at gold prices are actually flattening just now. Same with Bitcoin. It's all flattening, so it's come down about 6%. Not that much, but it's flattening just now. This is on the daily, crossed over on the daily, 1289. So if you're trading gold, you could have gone on the daily and still been in at a good 20%. If you're 10x leverage, that'd be a good 200%. But that'd have been a space of over 6 months. So that gold has gone down as well. So this is what traditionally people turn to. People with money turn to. They turn to gold, and they're going to be looking at other asset classes to turn to, and that's where I think this report is really going to come into its own. And Grayscale is kind of leading the way just now. So I would look into that, and look into Grayscale and look at the report as well. I'll put the report link down below so you can download the PDF and look at it for yourself. And just see a couple of other news stories that kind of we've seen that as well. Bitcoin fails to recover as weekly volume on BitMEX drops 72% in 3 months. I think that's more because of BitMEX and the actual platform itself. Bitcoin isn't a Ponzi scheme, negative yielding bonds are. So more than 17 trillion is currently stuck in global negative yielding bonds. prompting many economists to speculate over the possibility of grave macroeconomic risks in the long run. This is just another list of long reasons why we're going to have an economic crisis over the next couple of years, and potentially moving their money to Bitcoin and other alternative assets. So serial entrepreneur and co-founder of Gemini cryptocurrency exchange, Cameron Winklevoss, is among those who think the threat from negative yielding bonds is indeed real. This, according to him, multiplies Bitcoin's charm as an alternative investment vehicle. Obviously, it suits him well if investment firms were to do that and put it into Bitcoin. So there's obviously selfish reasons there as well, but I still think it could be true as well. Bitcoin is heading to 70,000 and naysayers can stay out, says crypto analyst. Technical analyst and manager of the active investor service on Seeking Alpha, Brian Fletcher, says Bitcoin is moving through an Elliott wave pattern as expected and is now on course to hit $70,000. Analysts utilize Elliott wave theory to predict future price action by identifying crowd psychology that manifests in waves. In part 5 of a look at Bitcoin's trajectory, Fletcher writes that BTC is set for one more rise to $10,000 and one more dip to around $7,000. After that, he believes the leading cryptocurrency will begin a long-term bull run to new all-time highs. So another analyst coming out and saying that as well. The C wave, it's actually quite interesting if you look at Elliott wave theory. The C wave portion of the initial W wave is a diagonal structure, suggestive that it will produce a reasonably high wave 4 up to 10,000 regional before providing the final fifth wave down to 6,900. So if that's the lowest we're going to go, that's not that bad. If that's the lowest we do go, we need to wait and see. But interesting nonetheless. Okay, we will have a look at what's going on at Binance and KuCoin. I thought I had them up already. KuCoin. So who's the winners and losers just now? CHZ still gone up just now, 11%. So it's done a big turnaround. So it's up 100% as well. Hot, it was up at 11, 10 and 11, yeah it is. So that's gone up as well, that's actually doing quite well. And Coco's BCX is up slightly as well, not by that much because there's a low Satoshi value one. ERD, I was in that, I did have to get out unfortunately at 18.19 it is just now, so it did get down to 17.18, it is 18.19 just now. And so there's not much happening on there on KuCoin. I'll go to the exchange on KuCoin as well, see what's happening there. I've stopped making the calls just now on KuCoin, but I'll do long-term calls that I can do on KuCoin, purely because of liquidity at the moment. So COTE was up 40% at one point yesterday, COTE BTC. Yeah, it was up to 220, it's down to 137 just now. On relatively good volume, 8.63 Bitcoin worth. And KuCoin main, Solve is up 33%. UT is up, not on a lot of volume though, about $2,000 worth of volume. And the Solve was up big time. I don't know why that was up, but a lot. The volume was really high on that. Spend is up again. Spend has done really well. It jumped 206%, came down, and it's jumped again about 42%. And that's one of the ones I was looking at as well. AdBank is gone up 13%. It's still in that just now. So there's not that much going on in KuCoin, on Binance, and not that much news either. Just have a look at the comments and then it'll go 9:05, we're good. Value is a byproduct of consciousness. Bitcoin was free at one point. So Chia Ngov, good morning to you. David D. Grayscale is Barry Silbert, is a fund for crypto exposure and mostly holds BTC. Silbert is a big advocate for crypto and was anti-gold earlier this year. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen, I think they should have, it's actually quite good. They've got the drop gold kind of campaign for Barry Silbert. I don't know if they had have they got the video on the front. Ah, there it is, drop gold. Where's the video? 39 seconds long. I've showed you that before. But if you go on to dropgold.com, they've got the video there. And he is a big proponent of kind of dropping gold. It's actually quite a good video. Grayscale's legit and pretty well trusted in first mover. Yes. So I've been following him as well. Barry Silbert, and kind of what he's doing and the trust he's involved in as well, and just looking at other things he's involved in. And yeah, I do like them as well. Just like Poly, what's going on with Poly? We'll just have a look at a few charts. Just look at that one. Poly, BTC. And on the daily, it doesn't look good for Poly at the moment. We're still down. It's not had a real crossover. We crossed over in March. The last real crossover was October last year. A couple of crossovers there, but nothing since. But we're coming up from an all-time low. If I've not looked at this recently, again, this is one of the ones I've not looked at recently. So I don't know what they're up to just now. But just looking at TA point of view and just looking at price movement, and I think that's all we can do in kind of the alt space as well, is look at the kind of price movement and look at the volumes as well. We can look at it fundamentally. That's always a good thing to do as well, and see where they are just now, and see the kind of GitHub repositories as well, just what they're kind of putting out there, the commits and stuff like that as well. Because it could be that a lot of these kind of alts, they're just trading on nothing. I.e. there's nothing there, they've not got a product, they've not really got a team anymore. So we'll have to be really, really wary just now. And I am being really, really wary just now. This is why I'm kind of more down than normal on the alts. And the likes of BAB and likes of Digitex as well. And kind of other ones. Metamorph I kind of spoke about yesterday. Just kind of tired now. They're tired of all these ones that are just going to pot, and the ones that are still clinging on but still not got much out there. But hopefully they'll prove me wrong. So Poly, yeah, it doesn't look like anything just now. Nothing much going on. The volume is still going down as well. So at the moment, no, but long term obviously could be a totally different story altogether. Got a small bag of MTM today, Steve. Excellent. Excellent. I think that could be a good one. It looked, when it came out ICO, it kind of looked a good one. But you need to check, obviously, what they're kind of up to just now. They're still making partnerships. They're still going for that, but it still looks good just now, just like. Revolutions, David D, it's just a real world use case. As for the values New Balance brings to Cardano, alright, that's that conversation. B, hey guys, not been on much, been busy with other things, hopefully back to watching full videos on Monday. B, I'm taking a break. I'm not going on holiday. We were going to go on holiday, but I'm not going to go on holiday. We've got too much to do. So we'll be doing a day here and there, as we used to say when I was younger. But we've got kind of stuff to do in the house, and we'll just be going visiting friends and family and kind of taking car trips and stuff like that. So looking forward to having a break, and writing as well. I'm writing the book still as well. I need to do stuff for that. So I'm taking a break, so I'll be off all week next week. Just like I think you have to hold at least 0.1 BTC for the future. Yes, indeed, at least. Revolution is G-Slick. What does 0.1, why is it needed for the future? A hedge against catastrophic fall in fiat, or so one doesn't miss the boat. I think a lot of people are kind of spouting about 0.1 BTC being the minimum you need to hold because of the amount of people in the world, and because of Bitcoin, how many people it's going to serve around the world as well, when it does eventually take off. Just like I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place. I've got option of moving to the city and work but close to my son, or live 8-hour drive away from my son, live rent free by the beach with Brazilian girls. Oofed. Kind of easy one. Hopefully you're single if you're saying there's Brazilian girls there as well. Revolutions, David D. So you see it in his future, owning the equivalent of $800 in BTC in today's price is not conviction. Got more? Get more? Yeah. Hello, Stephen. Team Mark Innes is in the house. Welcome to you. I don't hold any BTCs. I believe that Cardano will outperform BTC long term due to proof of stake being more energy efficient and more scalable long term. I think you could do the two. And that's kind of hedging, obviously, and you're balancing your kind of portfolio. Got to go off to the gym. Speak to you soon. I'll speak to you in a couple of weeks. Well, probably about 10 days, Revolutions, but have a good weekend and have a good next week as well, whatever you're doing. David D, I hope BTC is a hedge and to have a well diversified portfolio with premier crypto asset in the space. If BTC fails, I don't think it will be. It will, as first mover and name recognition alone. Space troubled. Space troubled, yes. It is troubled just now. It is really troubled just now. And I think more and more, I've been talking about this more and more over the last couple of months. I'm accumulating more and more kind of Bitcoin as opposed to kind of altcoins and trading, but I still like Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, Litecoin, Neo. I'm starting to look at again as well, and the bigger ones just now as well, and the up and coming ones, the hidden gems, the ones that have got real use case, the ones that have got a product already, they're working on it, they've got a big team working on it as well. The up and coming ones, not the dead coins of kind of the ICO era as well. This is why I only mostly invest in cryptos with a product or real world use case. Exactly, yeah. She's like, yes, keep stacking sats. Indeed. B, no problem, Steve. Have a good week, bud. Safe trading out. You as well, B. Have a nice one. And I think that's a good time to leave it there, actually. I know I said I was going to be on shorter term. 7,870 is falling down Bitcoin just now. But as we said, 7,700. If it falls below that, then it'd be obviously bearish. Very bearish on kind of Bitcoin price, but how low does it go? Obviously we just don't know the answer to that, but I'm still hopeful of a kind of bounce from these levels for Bitcoin, but we'll need to wait and see. We'll see what happens. Okay, I am going to leave it there for just now. Hopefully you have a brilliant weekend for whatever you're doing. Remember, I'm off all next week. Hopefully you have a brilliant week next week as well. I will be in the groups. If you want to join the group, there's a link down below this video as well. There's a pre-group and there's a premier group, and you can sign up for the 3 free videos we've got as well. There's a link down below for that as well. And remember, Symmetry Research do amazing research on cryptos as well, and there's a link down below for that, and I'll get a small affiliate commission if you do buy it, but I do value research, and that's why I love Symmetry Research. So you can join up there as well with the link down below. But for now, it looks as if we're going down. Hopefully there's going to be a bounce from here for Bitcoin. Odds are it's going to go down further from here, but I'll play the smaller odds and go for it going up and bouncing. If you're going in on a trade, I would definitely put a stop loss in at 7,650 for that, but do your own research. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. Really appreciate it. Have a brilliant weekend. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the